Gonna melt your butter and spray your butter and make everything better with butter. Yeah. All right. This is from Cook's Essentials. I love this item. We're bringing it to you tonight at a great sale price. Before we get into all that, let's welcome back Chef Shireen Pavlidis. Nice to see you, Angel.
Great to see you.
Good to have you back.
Thank you so much.
This is so exciting because what we've got is something that will literally melt your butter and then spray your butter. This is what makes everything taste so marvelous. It's always, as they say, better with a little butter. But this helps you control the amount you're using, doesn't it?
Yes, correct. Common problem in the morning we face, you're trying to spread that butter, that cold butter. This is my #1 pet peeve. Why? You're using more butter, you're gouging the toast. So now here with your butter sprayer.
You want to pierce the toast.
Your butter sprayer. You have this warm melted butter. You're evenly covering, you're evenly coating, edge to edge, David, just like that. And now you have full butter using less.
And you're not oversaturating it. You're not end up, you know, wrecking the what you're trying to put butter on. Now you're going to get this, you can choose this rather, in either red, the white, which is most limited, or this black. Now, $59.98. Normal QVC price on this is $77. We are $17.02 less, and we're on Easy Pay tonight, all 4 of them.
Awesome.
How does this work?
Great. So here's your charging base, small footprint. This will fit right into your top drawer in your kitchen. Here is your butter sprayer. You're just going to open the lid. You're going to take half a stick of butter, which is 4 tablespoons. You could also use margarine. You could also use coconut oil. You're going to add the lid, put it onto the charging base. Now when you turn it around, right now that indicates it's in the melting stage. So it's blinking. When you first turn it on, it will be orange, blinking, and then when it's ready to go, this is what you're going to see, solid blue, 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the temperature of your butter and how much butter you place in there. And the best part, if you don't use all the butter, this goes right into the refrigerator. Take it out, right on the charging base, and you're good to go.
Because when you take it out of the charging or out of the fridge and put it on the charging base, it'll melt the butter again, because obviously in the fridge the butter will solidify again.
Correct.
Now, if you want to add just a little butter flavor to your popcorn, and when I say a little, that's exactly what you're doing here. This works a lot like the Evo sprayer, but you can't put butter in an Evo sprayer.
Right.
Because when it solidifies, it will clog the what do you call it?
Like the chamber, the
It'll
sprayer.
clog the sprayer is what I'm trying to say. Hello. So this is what it's all about. Having something that will work with what starts its life as a solid, and then when heated turns into a liquid.
Right.
And very, very easy to use. How do you clean this, my dear?
You can just, what I like to do is put a little dab of dish soap and hot water. I give it a little zhuzh and spray it out in the sink. That's it.
Oh, you spray it out?
I spray it out in the sink.
Oh, how about that? Then it cleans out the nozzle, right?
Exactly. So I've worked in test kitchens for 10 years, and I thought, you know, when I spray this, it really sprays a lot of butter, but how much butter are you really getting? So I thought, all right, let me just develop a way to figure this out. So I thought, let's do a spray count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 measuring teaspoon. So now you know if you count to 6, you get 1 measuring teaspoon. So when we do this on our stove or in the microwave, we're melting, we're pouring in a stream, we don't evenly coat, we don't evenly cover, but here we're gonna count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And look at the even coverage that Shireen got on that broccoli. I love broccoli. Don't like Brussels sprouts, but I love broccoli. So this is 4 easy payments of only $15. Sean, you said 100 of these are gone? 150 are gone now. If you want to add a little butter flavor in between each pancake, I'm telling you, once you start using this, you'll take it out with you when you go to breakfast. You will, because you'll get a little spoiled by how easy it is to apply a nice even coat of butter, where you get lovely flavor, but you don't overdo it. You know, it's so easy to overdo with butter because many times we're working with butter in a solid state, and it ends up being much more than we need. Even when it's a softer butter, we tend to get a big old knife full and then smear it all over the bagel or whatever else you're eating. Speaking of bagels, we have bagels coming up tonight. Stacey, your favorite? Just bagels from New York City. So we're going to be talking about those, but let's also talk about color choices tonight. Here's the red. If you want white, I have fewer than 500 left in the white, and then here it is in the black. Remember, we put this on a special sale price tonight. Ordinarily, this is $77 at QVC. Tonight, we are over $17 less. We're on 4 easy payments. And remember, this is rechargeable. You're never going to buy a battery for this.
Nope.
You're just going to plug it back in and recharge it the way you would your cell phone, right? Now, let's talk about air frying, because if you want to add just a little butter flavor to what it is that you're air frying, like this salmon, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, this is the way to do it.
Because if I put a little dabs of butter on that, you know what's going to happen in the air fryer? It's going to melt and run off. When I spray all over the top of the salmon, then it has a chance to evenly distribute all around and add a little bit of flavor without adding an awful lot of calories.
Yes, exactly. Even for your waffles, same thing. It's so difficult to get in those little nooks and crannies, right, with regular butter.
But talk to me about garlic bread.
So again, this is a way, if you love butter, here's a way now you can control the amount of butter that you're using, and you can even do garlic bread. So we're evenly covering, we're evenly cutting. David, I want to point this out to you. If you go in tight, you're going to get more of a concentrated spray.
And
so
you
it
get into
doesn't,
the nooks and crannies.
yeah, and you won't overspray. So if you just go in nice and tight, if you have a big bowl of popcorn, then you can just pull back a little bit further so it just sprays out a little further.
And to make that super quick and easy, grab yourself a little garlic salt or garlic powder, whatever you prefer. I like garlic salt because it adds a little saltiness to it.
Yes.
And you can pop this in here. So I can use salted, unsalted butter in here either way.
Correct, or margarine or coconut oil.
Or coconut
so
oil.
you have some options.
Oh, this is fantastic. And let me ask this question.
Yes.
When was the last time you were baking and it said butter the pan? Okay, well that's easy. Unless your butt pan looks like this. How long is it going to take you to get in all of those nooks and crannies? It looks really pretty if it turns out, but if you don't butter it, guess what? It's probably going to stick, right? Let's get in there and spray it up with our butter sprayer. Now in every nook, cranny, fold, layer, stripe, whatever you call those, it's now coated. Now you might flour that, you might not, depending on the recipe. And then you're ready to rock and roll with something that's going to turn out beautifully. If you're looking to eat smarter in the new year, we talk a lot about roasting vegetables, steaming vegetables, but they don't have a lot of flavor unless we add a little something to that. Now you don't want to add a lot of butter. And in this case, you're not adding a lot, you're just adding enough to flavor it.
Right, because that 6 count is going to give you 1 teaspoon. That's only 33 calories. That's so crazy.
Really, really, and it gives you lots of great flavor, and you're not having to feel guilty about it when it's all said and done.
Right.
This is your red. If you want the white, I have fewer than 400, and here it is in the black. Now, over 500 of these are gone. This is K48311. Shireen, always a pleasure, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Good to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. Now, we're going to wrap this up, and I believe we're going to check in with Stacy and see what's happening.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, we're chatting along on David's Facebook page.